let me take my glasses off because the light shines off of them and makes it harder to watch the video. So this is the stuff that you need to know for Wednesday, March 25th, okay? And today I'm just going to try to zoom through it and make it a short video for you guys because I'm sure it's been a long week for you already, and most of the stuff is kind of more of a review anyways. I know Mrs. Ernie sees you guys in the library. Everybody say hi to Miss Ernie. All right, so let's jump into what our math work is. You already have learned how to tell time, so this is just a review of what we practiced the last several days. Look at the clocks, look at where their hands are pointing and tell the time. Remember, what are you going to look at first, the short hand or the long hand? Hopefully you remember it is the short hand. The short hand on this one is pointing between the 8 and 9. You have to decide whether to write 8 or 9. Remember, it's going to be the smaller number, the last o'clock that we had. It would be 8 o'clock, then 2 dots. Then you have to look ahead and see how many minutes past 8 o'clock are we. It's easiest if you just count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 8, 15. 8:15, like that. So that's the first one. The rest of them, I'm just going to leave it to you to do on your own. But there are two sides on this one. There's a front and also a back. The other side is like what we did last time. It's these tricky ones where you have to read what it says and then draw the minute hand and write the time. The first one says 7:15. Remember, a quarter means 1/4, which means in time we've gone 1/4 of an hour. The long hand is going to be on the 3. Always for quarter past, the long hand is on the 3. It's quarter of the way into the hour, 1/4. So you're going to draw the long hand to the 3. Then after that, you look and see, let's see, 7:15. The little hand is just past the 7. I'm going to write a 7 for the 7 o'clock hour. The long hand's on the 3. Don't write a 3. You got to figure out how many minutes past the top it is. It is 5, 10, 15. If you need to, you could actually start at the o'clock on the 12 and count every little line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's a faster way to do it by just memorizing what it looks like or by counting by fives. But if you need to, you can count every little line. The first one is 7:15. Just a little clock practice. Do the front, do the back, you're done. Now, the next thing is to trace the spelling words. Remember, this week's spelling words are words like miss. The reader has to know to say "eh" right here instead of "I." The way we know that is by separating it from the next vowel by at least 2 letters. So there are 2 S's here, not just one. Besides that, the word miss already has 2 S's in it. Make sure you put 2 S's there. The word rub is like this, but when we change it to be rubbed, you got to double the B and then do the ED. All these words on this spelling test end in ED or ING, and you double the middle letter before that happens to make sure that we can say the short vowel sound when we read it. The whole spelling test this whole week, double the middle letter because that makes us say the short vowel sound instead of the long vowel sound. This test has a, I, those short vowels, so all of them have at least 2 letters before we get to the ending. 2 consonants after the vowel before we get to the ending. Okay, practice your spelling words. And yeah, I guess I kind of got ahead of myself. I didn't tell you to pause after math, did I? So let me pause you for a second. Pause the video if you need to. So now at this point, you should have your math worksheets and your spelling list done. And do you want to see something really cool? I think it's kind of cool. This marker is the exact same size as my finger. Check it out. I just thought you would appreciate that. Got to keep us laughing, right? Keep us entertained a little bit. Okay. The next thing on our list is writing. Today, I just have an assignment for you to write something fun. Get a piece of scratch paper or notebook paper from your parents and just enjoy writing a story today. It could be a story about castles and princesses and princes, or a story about your pet dog, or a story about an interesting science concept that you know about, like maybe you know a lot about pangolins. Maybe you know a lot about roller coasters and how they work. Whatever you want to write about, it's your chance to just enjoy some writing. I know some of the kids in this class are writing their very own books, even chapter books or longer stories. Whatever you want to write, give you some time to just enjoy writing a story today. After you do your writing, then give yourself a little break to do some recess with your parents' permission. You could either go outside or play some non-screen activity inside, and I will let you do those things. Pause the video now to do your writing and your recess. Do you see that? I was tossing the marker to myself and it just hit me in the face. You should be done now with your recess and your writing, and I'll guide you through the next thing on the list. The next thing is to read a story called Racing for Fun. In Racing for Fun, it's the opposite of what it was practicing for yesterday's stories. Yesterday was practicing things like butter. Today is practicing things where there's not two. And it's not like our spelling test where there's two. There's only one, like this word, biking. In biking, there's only one K, so the I does not say I. It says its long sound I, because it used to be the magic E word bike. Then when we added ing, we had to follow the spelling rule where we drop the E and put ing. So it turned out like that with one K. Here are some more examples of words similar to biking where the vowel says its name because there's only one of those consonants in the middle. These are words that will be on this test. After I write it, you see if you can read it. I will write my list of words now. These are all things that are going to be on in this story. Let's check what we have so far. Ready, go. Rising. It's rising because there's only one S. So the I does not say the short sound, it says its long sound I, because it used to be the word rise. So it's rising. Waking. The A says its long sound A because there's only one K in the middle. And it used to be the word wake. Hoping. This is hoping and not hopping because there's only one P, which means that O will say its long sound O. It used to be the word hope. Then we had to drop the E and put ing. What would I do if I wanted to make it hopping instead of hoping? Hopefully you know from spelling this week, I would have to put two P's in it. Hopping is H-O-P-P-I-N-G. Hoping is H-O-P-I-G. This is hoping. This is a very sloppy hopping. Next one, blend this together. Sliding. It's sliding because it used to be slide. Then I dropped the E and put ing to make it sliding. And it only has one D, so we know that we need to say that long I sound in it instead of it. Sliding. The next word is hiking. There's only one K, so we're going to say I hiking. Okay? A few more that you're going to see. There's jumping, skating, voted, voting, baking. Yeah, I'm going to let you read that now. And one more thing I want to show you, just a second. Also for your reading, part of your reading time, there's this. Part of reading is vocabulary. Remember, sometimes we call them power words. When you know more power words, you can write better and you can read trickier things because you don't get to the word and be like, huh, that's not a word. You read it and you're like, oh, wow, what a cool word. When you know more words, you're able to read better because you realize the words are real and not made up when you come to them, so you know that you've sounded them out correctly. Here are the words on this page. Darting, which means you ran fast. Delight, which means you're happy. Fragrant, which means it smells good. Grunted, which means you go, ugh. Hollered, which means you yelled. Nod, which means you do this. Slippery, which means it's slick and sliding. Smothered, which means it's all covered up. Smothered. Read each clue and then write which word should go out to the side. Now, we haven't talked about these power words. So if we were in class, we would talk more about them and practice them so you know them. Since we're not in class, I'm just going to have you try to figure it out the best you can with the little bit of knowledge that I just gave you of what each word means, and have your parents help you if you need to, okay? Write the power word on each line. That way you'll learn some new vocabulary words, and this can count as part of your reading. So now I'm going to turn you loose for reading time. Do vocabulary, do racing for fun, and then if you still have time in your 30 minutes of reading, find something else to read for fun. So read now for 30 minutes, including these 2 pages. Okay. You should be back from your reading now. And the next thing is PE. Go get some exercise. So pause the video, go get some exercise, and then come back when you're done. Make sure you ask your parents for permission of what they would like you to do or allow you to do. Okay, you should be back after some exercise now. Maybe some of you like got to do a bike ride or something. That'll be fun. Or got to run up and down the stairs. I don't know. There's lots of things of exercise you can do at home for PE that you can't do at school, so that's kind of special. The next thing on the list is our community building, which we've been doing on Padlet, right? Since we can't talk to our friends, we've been going on there. Today, go on to Padlet and tell us about the story that you wrote for writing. You could take a picture of it or just tell us a sentence or two about it. Tell us about the story you wrote. I would love to hear about it. Next thing, lift time. For our lift time today, I said to draw pictures of the whole world and our country and our city and our state. If you were at school, that's what we would be learning right now. So I want you to take a little bit of time just to do some drawings of it. This is a map of the whole world. So on a blank piece of paper, try to kind of draw an outline of it. Don't get too specific, just draw an outline. I'm going to try to draw this. Okay. I think I drew in the wrong spot. I'm going to try to draw this now. Not drawing every little thing, just kind of try to draw that. I'll try that piece now. Oh, I'm running out of space, but I'm going to try to draw this with the space that I have. I'm going to draw Australia down here. Kind of ran out of space, but I tried to at least draw a quick outline. That's all you have to do. I want you to learn the difference between world, continent, country, city, and state. This is the world, all of it, the whole globe. Now we're going to just draw a picture of our continent. Our continent is just this green part. Okay, we're going to zoom in and just draw a picture of that. That chunk of land is called our continent, North America. So we're going to zoom in and just draw a picture of North America right now. So try to draw a picture that kind of matches what this looks like. I will do my best. Let's see. Over here on this side, we have a little almost triangle shape. Then we have some little islands and stuff. I'll just draw a bunch of little dots. I don't care if your picture is perfect. We're just using it to help us get a better understanding of maps, because that is what we will be studying right now when we get to come back to school. I'm trying to draw this shape right now and I kind of ran out of space. I'll just go across there, draw a few more islands, and that's good. I don't care if you draw exact. It's just to kind of get you thinking about the map. This is our continent, North America. It includes our country right here in the middle, Mexico below us, Canada above us, and those are the main three parts of North America. And I'll erase that now. That's called our continent. Now let's draw a map of just our country. We are going to zoom in now to this middle part of North America, which is our country, the United States of America. The United States of America looks like this. So I want you to draw that shape on your scratch paper next. You might have to use 4 or 5 pieces of scratch paper for this activity. That's fine. Here we go. I'm going to draw this little outline. This yellow part right here is Mexico, so I'm not drawing that. The yellow part up here is Canada, so I'm not drawing that. I'm going to come down the side, go across right here, come down to get Texas in there, go up the other side of Texas, go down to Florida, up the other side of Florida. Now I'm going to try to come down in a crazy shape like this. You don't have to draw perfect. It'll look something like this. This is where it gets kind of important to know the shape of our country. This is our country. And now we're going to zoom in on our country to find Utah. Utah is right there. You don't even have to draw a new map for this one. Just go to the middle of what you just drew and draw almost a rectangle, but leave on the right side, leave a little square cut out. That's Utah, our state. If you want to do your own Utah on a new piece of paper, you can, but you could put it right here on the same map that you just drew. Now, our city that we live in is either Lake Town or Garden City or in between somewhere. It's right in the corner of Utah because over here is Wyoming and up here is Idaho, and we're super close to both. So when you're doing cities on a map, unless you're doing a map of the city, you usually just put a little dot on the map. So put a little dot in the corner. Okay, and that is how you draw a map of the world, then our continent, North America, then our country, the United States of America, because we have 50 states that are united together to form our country, then our state, Utah, then your city, a little tiny dot inside the state of Utah in the corner. Okay, for lift time, have some fun drawing the map, drawing these maps. They can be really sloppy like mine, or if you're bored and you want to spend more time to make them fancy, then you could make it more neat and fancy if you would like. You also, your parents might let you look up some maps on the computer to copy off of, or maybe let you even play around on like Google Earth or something to kind of see the whole world, because that's really interesting too. Okay, I hope you guys are being good. I hope you're having fun, and most importantly, get every item on the checklist done like I've just guided you through, and keep it up.